Okay. So we got something fun to do. So this is something that I just got inspired. Shout out to Junior Randall because he is inspiring me to do something fun and actually make my prediction for this next season. Based off of the draft and just my general first predictions, just my initial reaction and prediction after like the draft and all that stuff. I think I might do another one maybe towards like the beginning of the season, like when we're closer towards the season. Let's get started. First team that I want to do here, I think I can say with a fair amount of certainty that the first team that I want is the Rams. Rams are probably going to be the number one seed. Yeah, Rams are probably going to be the number one seed. And then after the Rams, well, first of all, I'll just say this real quick. They also got MVP Stafford. They're going to have Puka Nacua, one of the best receivers in the league. Their defense is still good. They got more people on defense. They got Trent McDuffie. They really filled the hole that was missing for them, which is on defense. Because their offense was actually firing on all cylinders. So yeah, I think the Rams are probably the best team in the league, just power ranking wise. And then after them, I feel pretty comfortable. You see, I think after the Rams, I feel pretty comfortable. Hold on, because the problem with Seattle is that even though Seattle is still a good team, and probably will be for the foreseeable future, at least with Sam Darnold still playing at a high level, they did lose talent. It's hard to gauge where they'll be after they did lose that talent. So, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Broncos here. The Broncos, I'm gonna go with the Broncos at number 2. That defense last year was super solid, and other than their offense did get a little bit better. They did get Jalen Waddle, and I think that was actually a great addition because Courtland Sutton is cool, but I feel like he's not really a 1, and Jalen Waddle also isn't really a 1. So I feel like if they bring them together, it could create a pretty decent offense. And they were already winning a lot of games with a mid offense. So now that they're obviously got a little bit better, they should be 2. This might be interesting. This might be an interesting. I don't want to put them that high. That's very high. I was thinking Houston, but Houston they See, the only reason why I say enter Houston is because CJ Stroud is I see he got a beard now and everything, but it's just like I don't know if I can trust that. Now I see he didn't up the cap on us. Where we got? So we are. I think I'm gonna go with the Bills. And after the Bills, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I might switch these around. I don't know. The Ravens got really good in the offseason. As a Steelers fan, the Ravens did get like this much scary. I'm not really a huge fan of Jacoby Lane. I thought he was cool, but I thought there were better options than Jacoby Lane. So he doesn't scare me that much. But Surratt, he kind of does scare me. I don't know, and also I just feel like the Ravens and Bills are just regular season teams, especially the Bills. So they just probably will have a lot of wins and just be very high. The only reason why I'm putting the Bills higher than the Bills higher than the Ravens is because the Ravens have a harder division than the Bills, so they are more susceptible to lose. So with that in mind, I'm gonna put I think I'm gonna keep that for now. So I'm hesitant to pick the Patriots right now. As of May 13th, because even though we all know that AJ Brown is probably going to go to the Patriots, it hasn't happened yet. And we've seen athletes call up reporters say, hey, this is not true. And the Eagles have said, we know that the Eagles are probably bullshitting, with getting Mekhi Lemon and all that. But they said he's staying on the team, and as of right now, he's still on the team, which makes that receiving core the best in the league. If they choose to keep AJ Brown, which they probably won't, right? But anyways, that's what's making me kind of detract from picking the Patriots here right now. So yeah. Anyways, after the Ravens, I'm gonna go. I'm not confident in the Chiefs next year. I'm gonna keep it real. Everybody's like super high on the Chiefs next year. I don't know. They just missed the playoff. Mahomes is coming off an ACL injury, and he's probably gonna be missing like up to the first couple games. So there's that. And like getting off to a rough start fucks the whole season up. Ask the Ravens. Um, and on top of that, they got one corner on defense. So it's like you got rid of a corner and replaced him with one. Is that supposed to make your team that much better? Is Monster Delane really that much better than Trent McDuffie? And I can't really remember. I mean, I can't really think of them like getting any other like big moves. And on top of that, they still don't have a receiver. So unless I'm missing somebody, did they get anybody in free agency that I'm forgetting about? I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, I feel like they're still missing a true receiver one over there. So kind of hard for me to pick them. The Patriots is interesting because they have a good team, but like I said, there's no AJ Brown there. There's no Stephon Diggs there. So right now they have no receiver one. They still got Kyle Williams, who's decent. Their defense is still good, but they also have they also have drama going on, and drama is not conducive for winning. So that makes me kind of scared for them. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. Because the Seahawks, I feel like Mike McDonald is a good coach, and he proved it to me last year by winning a goddamn Super Bowl when nobody thought he would or could. So I think the Seahawks are really good. Bet right here, even though they lost a lot of talent, I feel like it's still gonna be a good team. Yeah. So after that, let's go with you know what? I feel like I should do this video with AJ Brown being on the Patriots in mind, because like, it's gonna happen. It hasn't happened yet. It's the same thing that happened with fucking Mendoza. Like, everybody knows that he's going to the Raiders, which is a matter of time. So I feel like I should just say fuck it and just say AJ Brown is on the Patriots. And with AJ Brown on the Patriots, I'm going Patriots 6. Yeah, I'm going. I don't know. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm gonna go Patriots 6, and then I'm gonna go Texans. Texans defense just carries that team so bad. The Texans offense is what's the problem. Tank is coming back, but off of a gruesome new injury. What you call it? CJ Stroud's coming off his worst season, and he's been getting progressively worse. He changed his hairstyle, so maybe his new hairstyle, a new CJ. Maybe he can come back and he can look like he was his rookie self. We gonna see. But like I said, even with him still playing like shit, they still won. They made it to the playoffs and was winning games. So it's like it's hard for me. It's hard for me to bang against the Texans. After the Texans, I'm gonna go with the Jaguars. The Jaguars had 13 wins last year when nobody had them getting 13 wins. I understand the division is easy. I do know that. As a matter of fact, this is tough. These two teams are tough. Because I feel like the Jags have more. They did just lose that Devin Lloyd. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. I'm keeping it right now because we gotta move on. I wanna I think seeing all the teams will help me like kind of process a little better. So after the Jaguars, I'm gonna go them boys, and then after them boys, I'm gonna go Chicago. After Chicago, I'm gonna go the Niners. After the Niners, I'm gonna go the Packers. After the Packers, I'm gonna go the Lions. I don't know. The Packers have a lot of receivers over there, but the Lions have always had a good offense. So it's like, how do you bet against that? But I think the Packers defense is better. And if we're being honest, well, actually they had a better record last year anyway. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go Packers over the Lions. Do I really want San Fran this high? San Fran, I think I might be reaching with San Fran a little bit. San Fran's a good team. Kyle Shanahan is a good coach, but they got Brock Purdy, and I think the wide receiver one is Mike Evans, right? And I don't know about that. Oh no, they did get Stribling. I think Stribling is gonna be nice. People say they reached on Stribling. I think Stribling's gonna be nice. So, especially with Kyle Shanahan, I mean it's kind of hard to look bad in that system. So you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna keep the Niners at 11. After the Lions, I'm gonna go. This might be controversial. This might be very controversial. But I think the Giants are gonna be right here. I think the Giants have no reason to be bad next year. None. Now, okay, they have one small reason to be bad next year, and that is because Scat and Neighbors are coming up with bad injuries. Not bad, but they're injuries that typically affect careers, right? So that for that reason, I can give them a small pass. But we just seen Tatum come back 6 months off Achilles and ball. So I feel like in 26, those type of injuries aren't like debilitating like they used to be. So with that in mind, I think the Giants have no reason to be ass next year. Now, honestly, that D line might get a name soon. That's how good that D line is. Do you know how good you gotta be do you know how good you gotta be to get a name? Them niggas might be getting a name soon. They got hoodied up. You know what I'm saying? I wish they would have kept Flott. But you know, it is what it is. They still got Banks on their team, I think. Better than me. But I still think the Giants are gonna be nice. They was in close games last year with the whole team hurt. You know what I'm saying? Jackson Dart. All Jackson Dart need to do is start learning how to slide. But I feel like once Jackson Dart has more weapons by his side, he'll start to first of all he'll run less, which means he'll have less opportunities to get fucked up. And hopefully after last year he'll slide more. Anyway. First, I think that's really like my first hot take, super hot take. I feel like the rest of the shit is pretty it's pretty unarguable. The next team after, wait, do I have an ace through it? Sorry, do I have an NFC South team on here yet? I don't think I do. Yeah, we're going with the Saints. I think the Saints are probably gonna win it. I think the Saints are probably gonna win the division. But fuck the Saints out. Fuck is the Saints? Hello? There we go. The Saints were balling last year. Honestly, I don't know. Actually, I can't say that because the Saints did lose Taylor. I don't know, but the Saints, they were balling at the end of last year. And typically teams that do really well at the end of the last season do really good the next season. You know, they got Etienne, Olave, they got Jordan Tyson. I might move them up, honestly. You know what? I'm making a hot take. Said the Saints will be a top 12 team in the league next year. Stamped. I'm standing on that. You can't tell me that there will be any worse than 12. They will be better than the Packers, better than the Lions, better than the Giants. I don't know how I feel about. Yeah, you know what? I'm keeping that. Typically, and that's only because typically teams that do really well in season do really well next year. So this is post AJ Brown trade. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, and then after the Chiefs, I'm gonna go with. Actually, no. The Chiefs can go there. I'm gonna put the Chargers here. I'm more confident in Chargers than the Chiefs right now. And Chiefs might the Chiefs might move down. I have no confidence. I have no confidence in the Chiefs, and that's only because of how the season ended, and because of what they got in the offseason. It's kind of like Eagles, Panthers, Bucks. Actually, the Bucks might be the Bucks might be way lower than that. Actually, Bucks. I'm gonna put the Bucks over here. Then they won't stay there, but or maybe they might. I don't know. The Bucks might be bad next year because they ain't got no Mike Evans. They got just Emeka Egbuka. I don't know. We gonna see. And that division ain't getting no easier. Like real shit. Like the Saints are getting really good. The Panthers are getting really good. The Falcons, we gonna see about them niggas. Cool. After the Panthers, I'm gonna go with let me go with, honestly, I think, yeah, I feel comfortable putting us here. I think we're gonna be it's gonna be another mid-year for us this year. I ain't gonna lie. We didn't do, and I feel like even with a competent quarterback, we don't have the offense to compete. So, anyway, after us, well, I don't know. The Browns are interesting, right? Because the Browns have notoriously sucked, right? But they got their off season on paper was so good. Like, I think the Browns probably had the best offseason, if I'm being completely honest with you. But it's the Browns. It's so hard for me to put the Browns over any team that's above them. For like a couple of reasons. We don't know what's going on with their quarterback. Their receivers, we just don't know. They did get a couple, but they could be fucking terrible. Their defense was good last year, but they got more pieces this year, in this offseason to make it even better. They got EMW. They got the niggas who they just drafted last year. I mean, the Browns is cooking, but yeah, matter of fact, I'm leaving them there. The Bengals is probably going to be here. This is going to be interesting because I don't know if this is going to actually work out. The Bengals might be here, honestly. The Bengals might be here. I'm put the Bengals here. Nope. Go over there. Bengals are not gonna be good next year. I'll explain it. I'll explain it in a second. Let me round out the rest of this list. So we got, after the Browns, I'm gonna put Raider. I think the Raiders actually the Raiders are probably gonna be better next year. Considering they're either gonna start Kirk and give him like 6 wins, 7 wins, or Mendoza. I think Mendoza's probably pretty good. And it's not just Mendoza. They got a lot of pieces in this offseason that should help them out a lot. So I think they should be better. Same thing with Titans. After Titans, I'm gonna go. Well, hold on. You know what might work better for me. Let's work from the bottom. I think that the Dolphins are going to be the worst team in the league. They have no talent, which is I think by design. I think they are actively taking. But they have no talent. In terms of like receiving. Malik Willis is throwing the ball to Jalen Naylor. I think that's not winning games. So we're bottom. They're at the bottom for me. Second worst team for me. Shit. Shit in my boots. Honestly, the Commanders probably really bad next year. I don't know. We'll hold off on them. Next, but beyond them, the Cardinals. Do I think they're gonna have a top 5 pick again? Probably. The Jeremiah Love is gonna be good, but they ain't got much else outside of that. Not a fan of their quarterback situation. I can't put them that low. I like Marv too much. To say they're gonna be that ass. I don't believe in 9. I don't. I really don't. And they just lost Grenard. That was like their best pass rusher, or sorry, their best defender. Uh, yeah. I mean, Jettas can't throw the ball to himself. So I just don't personally have faith in McCarthy. He didn't show me anything in college. He didn't show me anything in the NFL. So um, all right, let's rearrange this. So I think the Bengals probably will be the worst team in the NFC. Sorry, the AFC North. The Cardinals probably are going to be right there, honestly. The same thing with the Commanders. Actually, the Commanders are probably going to be the top of this. And then I'm going to go the A, and then I'm going to go the Jets, and then I'm going to go the Colts. The Colts are going to fall off a cliff because they just got rid of, first of all, the quarterback is coming off of an injury. That's one. Number two, their division is very, very hard. Now, you got the Texans, you got the Jags, and who else in the division? And I think that the Titans will honestly supersede the Colts next year because they got a lot of stuff in the off season. You know, they got Cordell Flott, they got Alontae Taylor, they got obviously they got Cornell Tate. I just felt that they did fill a lot of needs that they had that can get them over the hump of being the worst team in the league. They won't be the best, but I don't think they'll be the worst team anymore. They're probably going to be on the upward trend. The reason why I think the Bengals are going to be so bad next year is because their defense is not going to be any better. There's no way you're going to tell me the guy that got you the guy that got half a sack last year is going to be game altering. You just can't you can't tell me that. That's the first thing. Second thing, like the AFC South, the AFC North is loaded. You have the Ravens who literally have been building a super team, or who have had a super team for the past like 5 years. You have the Bengals. Sorry. You have the Browns who are getting much better. I think the Browns are going to overtake the Bengals next year. Then you have us. The Bengals don't want us. Honestly, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, because I think last year we split the series with Joe Flacco, which is just hilarious. So now putting that into perspective, I hope this happens. I hope we are the worst team in the fucking division. As a matter of fact, yeah. I actually, you know what? I'm taking that. This list to me is perfect. I hope we are the worst. I think we should be the worst team in the AFC North next year. No bias. We should be, because we have the worst talent by far. Our talent is old and it's just not as good as the rest of the talent in the league. So I think with that in mind, let me like double check this. The Bucks shouldn't be good. I don't know. You can't tell me the Bucks are gonna be good with no receiver one, for real. I don't know. I mean, I'm actually glad Buka did get hurt, but I don't know. We're gonna see about them Bucks. The Cardinals. Nah, they ain't gonna be better. They ain't gonna be better than the Bucks. Okay, the Bucks ain't gonna be worse than them. The Falcons are interesting. The Falcons have a good team, but they have no quarterback, and that really and it's not that it's not that they have no quarterback. It's also the quarterback that they have is trash. So it's like, or both the quarterbacks they have not shown us really anything whatsoever. So, well, okay, I'm lying. Two of this show us a few, like 2022, 23, 2021, 22, 23, Tua, he was hooping. But post concussion Tua, not it. So the Falcons, the Commanders don't have enough talent to be good. I'm sorry, Rondo, they don't. They got Jaden Daniels, and that's it on offense. Terry McLaurin is 32, right? Or some shit. He's old as fuck. I'm not scared of no 32, like no 31, 32. That's not gonna move nothing. So, I'm not worried about no no Commanders. They also did get Antonio Williams. Wait, I do like Antonio Williams. Fuck. Nah, you know what? I'm keeping it there. I'm keeping it there. I do like Tony Styles too, but I'm keeping it there. Am I being a hater to the Eagles right now? I think I might be hating on the Eagles. The Eagles. I feel like this list. I feel like this list is valid. I feel like the top five you really can't. I feel like that top five you really can't even deny, truthfully, because wait, two teams from the NFC West in the top five, is that possible? I don't know. I don't know if that's actually possible or not. But I feel like if it is, it's probably going to be that. Are the Seahawks too high? They did lose K9. They do have JSN, the nigga who just won OPOY. But typically after niggas have great seasons, their next season isn't that great because obviously niggas know how to deal with you. I mean, but maybe JSN will be one of the greats to where it don't matter where the fuck or what time period it's in, he gonna get his. Yeah, I don't know. I think me personally, I think this list is valid. The Saints is probably the only thing. The Saints is probably the only thing that people can really complain about, because I mean the Saints were 6-10 last year or whatever the fuck. Not 6-10. You can't be 6-10. Whatever the fuck they were last year. They didn't make the playoffs, and I had them over teams that did make the playoffs. Actually, no, I don't. Oh, no. Only have yeah. Will the Chargers be that? Yeah. No, I like it. I think that this list. I think that this list is pretty valid, honestly. Like the Browns are going to be better. The Raiders are going to be better. The Titans are going to be better. I think that bottom three teams looks pretty valid to me. The Cardinals will not be that much better with Jeremiah Love. They'll be better, but I don't think they'll be that much better. You know, obviously, one of these when the season comes around, you know, I'll come back and look this and be like, bro, this shit was terrible. I had them that high, or I had them that low. I feel like okay. Let me do this. Let me do the team I think that would disappoint me, and then the team I think that would really surprise me that could do really well. So I think for the most disappointing, I think just because of how high I have them, the Seahawks probably could disappoint me. Just because, you know, they coming off a Super Bowl win, it's hard to go back to back. It's hard to be good on a back to back. They don't know that they lost talent. So I'm really going off of last year and not really next year with this one. And then for I think the team that could probably surprise me the most, probably the Falcons. The Falcons, if the Falcons are good, I will be. Or no, I can't say that would surprise me. Just because I think the Falcons are a quarterback away from being a good team. I think a team that could really rise, probably the Jets. The Jets could surprise me and be a good team because it's supposed to be good, and they have capital. They also just got a lot of that. You know, they got Omar Cooper. They don't have a quarter. Oh no, well, I mean they have Geno, and Geno was good before he went to the Raiders. You know, when he was on Seahawks, he was good. He was decent. Yeah. What do y'all think about this list? Let me know what you think about my list in the comments. So hopefully some people do like disagree. I would love to hear your reasoning. Like I don't want to just see like straight like you're a fucking idiot. Say why I'm a fucking idiot. Like tell me why the Packers are too low. Because I know that's gonna piss people off. The Saints being over the Packers and the Lions and the Giants is gonna piss, and the Chargers and the Chiefs and the Eagles. The Saints being over all those teams is going to piss people the fuck off. The Eagles being that low is going to piss people off. The Browns being that high is going to piss people off. the Vikings being that low probably gonna piss people off too. But please let me know why you think that was stupid as shit. You know what I'm saying? Give me something constructive to work with here, okay? Yeah, I guess I will see y'all towards the beginning of the season. Peace.